most of the time I'm talking the angels' heads off. Like, I'm sending them here, sending them to my family members, sending extra angels here, asking the Father to send extra angels here. You know, that's what I do. I deal with the angels and the heavenly staff. Shalom family, KARDAYAH'S soul here. Todah Rabbi for coming back to join me today. We are doing our Come and Let Me Introduce You to the Angels series. So, okay, moving on. This list right here is a list of things that I recognize, that I do, that I feel, that I experience whenever I am sensing the Malak, or whenever I am calling them forth. This is how things go with me. So number one, I get really quiet to listen. This is the way that I try to sense my Malak. I'll sit there, I'll listen, and whenever I listen, I listen very intentionally. Like, you remember on the movie Ray, whenever he was like, light that hummingbird outside the window, and she was like, I can't hear her, and he was like, you gotta listen. And the girl closed her eyes and she intentionally listened. She could hear the hummingbird, because it's like shutting off basically your other senses all the way. And making one sense stronger. So I listen with my intuition, I listen with my ear, I listen with my skin. I just listen. Okay, and that's one way that I sense them. I listen with my heart. That's my favorite. You know what I'm saying? I really, you remember the Care Bears, how they would push that energy from their chest? That's kind of what I do. Like, I'm sending my aura out further, or sending my vibration out to see if I vibrate into something that will bounce the vibrations back to me with a little bit of a change. Then I know that something is in the atmosphere, somebody's in the room, something is going on. Okay. The next one, I imagine that they are there looking over my shoulders, standing a little bit off to my right, looking at me with an inquisitive look, or a look of approval, or like, honey, just ask, stop worrying. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they actually, it's like you can feel the energy of them saying, stop worrying about it and just ask me. But the more you deal with them, you'll be able to sense that sentiment. Okay, so sometimes I picture them looking at me with a look of approval, or like, honey, just ask, or stop worrying. Sometimes I picture my angels comforting me, or feeding me numbers sometimes I picture them like standing with their hands back like this, looking to, like, you know, being inquisitive, or just sitting like waiting for me to use them. You know what I'm saying? I picture that. I can feel it. Like whenever they're in my presence, it's like I can tell what kind of posture they're in. It's amazing. It's amazing. Y'all gotta experience this. Let's see. Or feeding me numbers, but standing hands behind his back, leaning over, like checking to see if I'm searching the meaning of things correctly. If I'm looking for something, it's like my angel is right there, like, okay, I'm looking to keep you on track, this and that. No, that ain't for you. Yeah, this for you, kind of thing. Or paying attention to what he has to say. He's checking to see if I'm paying attention to what he has to say. Just now, I sense him standing up and resume observing. So at the particular time that I was writing this, I was trying to find the words to explain what I'm telling you right now. And I could feel my angel standing up, like over my left shoulder, looking, like just standing there like this, wings and all. And it's like I could see it in my mind as I'm feeling it. And then once I got to the point where I said I sense him standing up and resuming observing, I could sense him stand up and just stand there and keep looking at what I was doing. That's the way it felt to me. Like I could see it playing out in my head, like he was really here. It's just amazing, y'all. It blows my mind. So all things begin in the imagination. When I imagine them there, they manifest. It's kind of like an intercom system, y'all. It's like whenever I tune into the link of angels, I need the angels here. I know they're around. Whenever I put my attention and my mind power into manifesting them into the room, that's whenever they come. It's like a calling card or intercom or something that Abba uses to send whomever is needed for my situation or my request. Imagination. Use your imagination. Okay. I call them, and this triggers a second action, which usually leads or makes the connection solid. Okay, so I might say Archangel Gabriel, will you please come forth? I am in need of a message being sent to the Father. Then I'll wait up like a few seconds, and then for Archangel Gabriel to enter into my space. And a lot of times I'll say, will you please come and help me? I need to talk to the Most High about this and this, because Archangel Gabriel is the mouth of the Most High. He makes communication between humans and Yah clear and simple. So if you feel like you're not being heard and you're not praying to the angels, you're using them as a tool to help you. I have to keep on reminding people this, because some people might say, well, what about Jesus? Jesus is there. Yahweh Shai is going to be there, but you don't have to always go and bother the king. You can use the people or the beings that the Most High put here to have charge over us to help us out lovingly and freely. You can do it that way. Okay, so as I call him forth, then that usually triggers for me to do another action. Like I might call Gabriel forth, and then I might go to the Most High and say something to him and ask him to send Gabriel swiftly. Or whenever Gabriel gets here, I'll say whatever I have to say to him, then I'll wait a few minutes and he'll give me another action to take after I've said whatever I had to say, or after the Most High has already let him know clearly, or Yahweh shall let him know clearly what it is, what direction I'm supposed to be taking. Okay, next we have, I ask for them. I go to Abba Yah's throne and I ask him to send someone specific or of his choice mostly. I let him send whoever he wants. Then my faith kicks in to connect me with them. So I then start to speak to them, to the particular Malak that I feel enter my atmosphere. Plain and simple. I go to the Most High and I say, Abba, will you please send me an angel, or will you please send 8 angels to such and such and such and such and such and such, and if it be in your will, I ask that you please do this for me, this and that, blah blah blah. And then after that, then that's whenever I usually go into speaking to the angels and letting them know why I petition the Most High to send them to me. Plain and simple. I call them from the Father. Okay, next we have one way that I can sense whenever the heavenly staff is in the room with me is the energy in the. So I'm gonna give you a few examples of that. Okay, one day I just heard my spirit saying that the king is in the room talking about Yahweh Shai. I needed to get